Hello everyone, my name's Steph, I'm Botanist Cool. Today I'm here with the Ace Attorney actor herself.
Katie!
I forgot to put little Whooper Boy on here, give me 1 second. There we go, he's up. We're good everyone. Today we're gonna be doing some investigating. And learning the truth behind the KG8 incident. God damn right. We've been on this mission for a while now, huh?
We sure have. This is not the longest one in the game.
Motherfucker, holy shit.
There's one in this game that, like, if you thought Rise from the Ashes was long, like, I was warned about Rise from the Ashes. No one warned me about the last case in this one. Last case in this one goes on forever, so buckle up. It's gonna be a long one, and it kind of maybe overstays its welcome a little bit. Like, I know why it overstays its welcome, but kind of maybe does it a little bit. There's still
God.
some good stuff in it, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but, like, buckle up for a long one, unfortunately, with that one.
Also, hi, killer. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, well, let's continue on. Actually, I was hilariously talking about the voices. So I was at work, and some people were asking me about work, like, you know, because I mentioned I streamed here, and they also, what do you stream? And I'm like, oh, well, once in a while I'll do this and that, and I stream Ace Attorney here and there for a friend of mine, and I do some voice acting, and I have the voices. They ended up getting a whole bunch of voices from from the Ace Attorney games. And they're like, oh my god, what the fuck? You do a lot of... I'm like, yeah, I just kind of do silly voices whenever I want to.
I mean, you're good at it.
I am not that great at it, but I appreciate it.
Pretty good. You have voice variation, which is kind of more than I have.
I mean, you've got good voice variation too, but like, it's the funniest thing because
I have three voices.
all my voices lead back to Dracula. That's exactly what I told them too. Like, all my voices lead back to Dracula.
All your voices lead back to Dracula. Yeah. And all my voices lead back to a Southern accent because that's the only thing I can fake.
It's really funny.
I can't even fake it well. It's just like, I think it's that a Southern accent is like basically like you kind of drawl a bit.
Yeah.
And if I'm trying to force a voice, I naturally slow down.
Yeah.
And then that just turns into a drawl.
See, so it was really funny because Sleepy and I are doing the Fire Emblem Awakening Nuzlocke, and we're voice acting the characters when we have scenes between them, right? So it's like there's this character named Virion. And I didn't know this because your boy's a doof. But Virion is a pretentious prick of an asshole, but we love him. Excuse me, but we love him. Love him so much. He's very much along the lines of, "Oh, my sweet bird, wage not war, but wage love." And then Sandleford came into the stream and was like, "Steph, he's fucking French. Why do you make him sound South British?" I'm like, shit, what? He's French? And he's like, yeah, he's French. So I'm like, well, I'm like, so how did this? I'm like, omelette de fromage, baguette, okay. But I can't speak like this in a very high voice. I do not believe he has this low voice here, you know? And it's just like, so I'm just trying to like slug it up. It's like, now this is my high French voice, and it does not sound very good, and I'm kind of slipping into something else, but you know, but there we go. So now he's gonna sound like a struggling Frenchman who can't fucking speak in the French accent. It's great. It's painful.
That's good.
It's so painful. I love this man. He's a fucking idiot, but I love him. What is this incredibly overpoweringly sweet scent?
It smells like flowers. Uncle Bad, is this it?
Isn't that the Detective Bad and K over there?
It looks like she managed to escape the bailiff.
Oh, that's not quite it.
Aw, too bad, but so pretty.
No, there's only one of me. There's one bad. I think you're still a bit too young to be wearing that. But since you found it, I guess I can let you keep it.
Thanks, I'll treasure it. Always.
And we never see it again.
Those two seem to get along rather well. Oh, here, I got something for you.
Yay, thank you, Uncle Bad.
Oh yeah, so many more Swiss rolls.
Earlier, I ate one of these with gummy.
Gummy? Oh, in gumshoe.
Gummy is...
He's dead.
He was trying to be nice to me because I was gonna get in trouble. And then he got in trouble because he lied to protect me. Gummy. That was a terrible hiccup.
That was
Forgive me.
good. That was good.
I know he didn't kill Daddy.
Don't cry. Faraday would be sad if he saw you crying.
I'm not crying, and this definitely won't affect me psychologically later. That you told me not to cry now. As a child who just lost her dad 2 hours ago.
Okay.
Oh, it's the mister from before, and the lady too.
Don't you think it'd be a good idea to go home for the time being?
You're not involved in the investigation, so it's for the best if you do. Have your dad, I mean...
See if you get your dad to take you. Oh shit.
Oh, shoot. Oh, dang.
Oh man, dude, I'm so fucking sorry. Oh shit. Oh lord.
Actually, I'm Uncle Bad's assistant. I'm related to the investigation.
Oh shit, okay.
Is that so, Detective Bad? Yeah, I guess.
What? You were just scolding us like kids not to mess up the crime scene. And now you let this child run free? Why?
People are free to investigate things outside of the actual crime scene. You also had a few things you wanted to look into. Not a problem with that?
Ugh.
I don't have a problem with that, but I am curious as to what Miss Yu is looking into.
Uncle Dad, I'm gonna go look somewhere else now, okay?
Alright, I'm counting on you.
Oh, that's right. Hey, mister.
Oh.
Yes, what is it?
I know Gummy really isn't the bad guy. I mean it. So please, find the real bad guy, okay?
I will forgive whoever did this. But in the absence of a perfect piece of testimony and evidence, there is no one else who could be the true culprit other than Detective Gumshoe. She wanted it off while I was pondering.
I mean, that window's open. Sus.
One of the windows in this lobby is open as well. The air conditioner is working just fine in this room, so why open it, I wonder?
Why are you waggling at the couch? Oh, it's the paint. I was like, why are you waggling at a couch? like,
I sit on you.
okay. But no, it's the painting.
That expensive painting is ill-suited to be hanging on the wall of this room.
I wonder if a guard detail should be placed on it.
Why do you say that?
Well, a desperate, low-paid detective might make off with it someday. You never know.
Hey, I only need one Swiss roll, bud. Pal.
She may be thinking about hiring a guard. But it's obvious she isn't factoring in that guard's salary whatsoever.
Oh.
What an incredibly strong-scented herbal tea.
I fear that more than relaxing, the scent may make one a bit heady instead. You put in a special request for that. No, I didn't. Did you, Francisca?
No wonder she's so violent if she's been drinking this stuff the whole time.
Neither woman should be allowed to
Comment on this particular topic ever. Got a point.
Look, Francisca, a table.
I bet you haven't seen one of these before. This is what we call a table.
I usually just use Scruffy.
It may not look like much, but I find that ordinary tables like this one are very useful.
I think it's time they bought a new one. I wonder if they will replace this table if I hit it enough with my whip.
A much too heavy-handed method if I ever saw one. This television is the same model as the one in defendant lobby number 2.
Looks like the two rooms are basically the same in terms of layout and supplies.
Yes. The two rooms are basically the same, huh? Except for that open window there. They're on different sides. And not only that, the open windows look like they are open next to each other. But I can't reveal that until I find some other piece of evidence again. Because, like, that's how the game works. I can see down into the courthouse courtyard from here.
Whoa. What is that mess supposed to be? It's like an optical illusion.
I believe it's supposed to be a postmodern in design.
More like thoughtless in design.
I can't
Look at
disagree
their little
there.
matching sprites. I love them so much. He's tapping his finger and she's tapping her foot. Look at how cute.
It's so funny because they're both like, oh yeah, modern, postmodern art? Fuck that shit.
I've said it before, but I love their sprites. You can see Francisca, you know, she also does this in her adult one, but gripping her shoulder like her father does.
Yeah.
And like, Von Karma had a reason to do it, but she does it because she's
Daddy's
his daughter. And like, but also she has a lot of mannerisms that mimic Miles, which
Yeah.
is like so cute.
This decorative plant leaves are shinier than the ones in the plant in lobby number 2.
That's probably because it's next to the windows where it's easier to photosynthesize.
You may be right. Plus, the curtains are always drawn in lobby number 2.
The caretakers of this courthouse don't think enough about plants, do they?
That's because they're the courthouse's caretakers, not a bunch of botanists.
Wow, if only we had a botanist here right now.
I'm getting a scam call, but the Steel Samurai phone, this number just came off here.
They're calling you for your expertise.
The funniest thing is, like, I did get a scam call recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know some guy like, oh, I'm from this and this group, right? I'm like, cool. Do you have cool? What's your name? Oh yeah, that's your name. Okay, what's your name? I just asked him what his name was a million times. Like I said, like I couldn't hear him. And he goes, I'm here to tell you about a 4-day, 3-night vacation. And I go, oh, it's a vacation 4 days and the nights are free? That's awesome. How many days? He goes, no, sir. 4 days, 3 nights. I'm like, yes, that's what I heard. You're saying that there's a vacation that lasts 4 days and the nights are free. And he started getting very angry. He started yelling on the phone. I think he was about to start crying. I'm not gonna lie, because I wasted about 30 minutes of his time just outside of all of these being like, yeah, no, like mishearing things just by a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just like, oh yeah, 4 days, 3 nights. That was my favorite line there. That's the only one I really remember. It was just, I was in a fugue state at that point, just kind of harassing him, taking a little bit back from the people whose retirements he stole from, essentially, in order to like destroy his sanity. And I'll do it again.
As is deserved.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Detective Bad, what exactly was Kay searching for?
Nothing that concerns you, boy.
Oh, and I suppose it has something to do with Kay.
It does, as she's Faraday's daughter. Anyway, hurry up and get to the point. I don't have time to waste.
It sounds like you'd rather be left alone. I have something I'd like to confirm with you once again.
I don't have anything to say to you.
Be that as it may, we still have questions that need answers to. Now then, first of all, what is the overpowering smell that's permeating this room? Upon entering this room, I thought I was going to suffocate.
It's the ultra-strong perfume you wears. She spilled some of it. I was having a bad time with it myself. I didn't think twice and opened the window. That smell's still here.
Perfume, huh? The sweet scent in the air is perfume.
Well, it's given off quite a stench. I bet it's some cheap, no-name brand.
She said it's a famous brand from overseas.
He's personally offended.
It's a knockoff. Yes, definitely a knockoff.
No disrespect, but she forced one of those bottles on. Here, little girl, you can have it.
I was born for a much more expensive and refined perfume. However, seeing as you just so happen to have a spare, I suppose I'll take it. Miles Edgeworth, you will hold on to this bottle without fail.
Why can't you ever be honest about her once?
Time to examine it.
Now the way the perfume is used, where it's just fantastic.
Oh, we can't examine it. Never mind. It's just there.
Just there, hanging out.
Is that all you wanted to talk about? If so, I'm going back to investigating.
Actually, I still have a few things I wish to inquire about.
Titch.
So, you were in this room the entire recess.
Like I said, I made a call to the precinct to get that big lug down here. But other than that, I was waiting for the recess to end in here.
At least your story is consistent.
Earlier, you stated that you were in this lobby with Miss Yu.
Yeah, I ran into her in the hallway. Said she wanted to talk to me about something, so we came in here.
Then, what you're saying is that until Detective Gumshoe's arrival, you and Miss Yu were in two different locations.
Guess I am.
Interesting.
Speaking of that lawyer, she seems to have a great dislike for you.
Ooh. Let's see, Miss Yu's a sister of the victim of the KG8 incident. And as I recall, Detective Bad was the lead detective on that case. I wonder if the reason for her disdain is simply because you failed to guard Cece. But because you were the lead detective on the case.
You knew.
I also take it that today's trial involving the Copadian embassy staff member is being referred to as the second KG8 incident. Now then, Detective, I believe it's time you were honest with me and told me the truth behind your relationship with Miss Yu and Mr. Faraday and the KG8 incident.
If you already know that much, I guess it'd be alright to tell you.
Shit, alright.
Now then, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the KG8 incident.
It's not exactly a happy story. Other than the people who were directly involved, you two will be the first to hear what I'm about to tell.
Oh yeah, I forgot the fucking lollipop. Wait, what? It's a fucking lollipop?
Yep. It's funny, huh? He pulls out a mirror, he pulls out a lollipop. He likes sweets.
I
Yeah, you thought it was a cigarette, right?
I did, but the funniest thing is, I immediately reacted like, oh yeah, I forgot it's a lollipop. Wait, I've never seen this lollipop. What the fuck?
I couldn't remember if we had or not, you know, because. But I love that this is your first. You're just like, yeah, that tracks. Wait a second. Because you see it and you're like, yeah, somehow that fits.
But also,
The honest truth behind the KG8 incident. Faraday, you and I, as you already know, we three were involved in the KG8 incident. Bird and I were on the trail of a smuggling ring.
You mean the smuggling case involving one of the Amano Group secretaries?
That trial was just a front.
A facade?
oh no, look at that, that's a ghost. You mean a ghoul. This is a elevator. You mean a lift.
It's that post. What is it? That bit where it's like the odds of that are like extraordinarily small. I would say infinitesimally, and I would say teenally weenally. We all know words.
or like as an example, there's this one guy who did this thing where it's like, oh yeah, what do you call this? And so like it was a Stitch like YouTube short. And the person posts up a picture of a graveyard. He goes, a cemetery, a graveyard. What do you call this? It just kept going on and on. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but the case became tainted. All because the witness was going to testify about the Amano Group's ties to the smuggling ring. CCU was killed.
Then what became of the secretary who was arrested?
His name was Colin DeVore.
Hey, we've heard that name before.
To be honest, the guy didn't know a thing of the smuggling ring. But he confessed to knowing about it anyway. DeVore was probably being intimidated by the big boss man, just another scapegoat.
Boss man of the Amano Group? He can't seriously mean Mr. Ernest Amano. That can't be right. It's probably just Detective Bad's personal hypothesis. What is he trying to do? Suspecting Mr. Amano of being involved with smuggling. No billionaire would ever do anything illegal, unethical, or dangerous to humankind. It is impossible. Definitely don't look at the United States government.
I suppose it would have been quite difficult to secure an acquittal after he confessed. But the man who killed CCU, Manny Cochin, was a completely different person. But since he's already been acquitted once of her murder, Mr. Faraday, how could you have let him go?
If I remember correctly, I heard that Mr. Faraday had an important piece of evidence stolen from him.
No, it wasn't Faraday's fault. It was mine. I wasn't vigilant enough. Faraday, CC, I was supposed to protect them both.
Yes, you did mention that as well, about how Detective Bad was supposed to guard her sister.
But even I, who was supposed to protect them, I fell into their trap.
What kind of a trap?
The holes in this jacket are a testament to that trap. They put a lollipop under a box, and I jumped in and got it. And they shot into that box, missing everything except my jacket. And I still suck on that lollipop to this day as a reminder.
You mean you were fired upon?
You were shot that many times in one gunfight?
Only about half of the case. But the reason I continue to wear this jacket is to remind myself of the lessons I learned from the KG8 incident.
Oh, its tie has guns holes in it too.
Yeah.
I see. I couldn't protect CCU, and now the suspect was not found guilty. We had hit a brick wall as far as the law was concerned. That's when she came to the courtroom. Victim's sister. That's when I first met Callisto U.
About when you met Miss Yu. It was on the day of the verdict the KG8 incident was handed down, was it not?
Yes. Faraday and I, we apologized to her from the bottom of our hearts. Was all we could do. But just saying you're sorry will bring my sister back, she said. Then she gave me a hard slap across the face.
Well, she certainly had a lot of self-control to stop at just a slap. If it was me, not even 100 lashes would have been punishment enough.
Oh, that means you really care about Edgeworth.
She also has an older sister.
She does?
Von Karma mentions having a nephew in A1. It does not seem likely that Francisca has a secret kid somewhere. So there's got to be an off-screen sibling somewhere.
So, I don't remember the mention of this nephew. Fair enough.
It's in bonus, or is it bonus dialogue? No, I don't think so. He mentions it, when Phoenix is trying to point out, like, all these coincidences that prove that the parrot is tied to DL6.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, one of them is, like, I think it has, like, the name of, the guy's wife or whatever.
Yeah,
or
so
ex-wife or whatever, and he was like, a name could mean anything. Or wait, no, that was I think it was like my nephew's dog or something is named Phoenix or something. I'm trying to remember.
So
I don't remember what it was.
Apparently, so I'm on the wiki right now. In Turnabout Goodbyes, Von Karma says, "Bah, that's nothing more than a mere coincidence. The pet dog of my grandchild is called Ryu. Attorney, do you mean that you are my grandchild's fiance?"
Sorry, I was saying niece instead of that's incorrect.
Yeah,
But
grandchild, yeah. But
yeah, I meant grand.
yeah. My
Yeah,
granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Oh, Mr. Phoenix, right? Does that make you my granddaughter's fiance? She's only 7 years old.
I remember. Yeah.
That's what he said. But that's fucking wild. Okay, yeah.
So clearly Francisca could not be the mother.
And
So
yeah. So an unspecified older sibling.
yes.
Damn.
I suppose not. You said it herself, that she never wanted to see either of us ever again.
But after that, you've seen her many times over, correct?
Yeah. Faraday and I, even after the KG8 incident had come to a close. We continued to hunt down the smuggling ring and got involved in a variety of cases. But it was no use. We cracked so many different cases. But the result was always the same. We couldn't find the real mastermind behind the ring.
Is that ring really that big?
It was in the pursuit of the ring that we met you once again. It was during another ritual related to the smuggling ring. Not a trial.
Ritual.
Faraday was the prosecutor and I, as the lead detective, took to the witness stand. You appeared out of the blue as the defense attorney. Client was related to the smuggling ring and she was
Her client was related to the smuggling ring and she was defending them.
Yeah. You was pursuing the ring as best she could as a lawyer.
think she defended Rel this time for the same reason.
Come to think of it, Miss, you did say something to the same effect.
We've already read this, we can just skip it.
Yeah, we already read it. Doesn't matter what her reason is. Helping a criminal is just despicable. Everyone, go to the slammer.
You're so naive, little girl. I could have stolen this lollipop from you, that's how naive you are.
How dare you insult the daughter of Von Karma?
Just like us, you felt she had hit the limit of what the law could do. That's all.
The law is merely a tool. There's no limit. Only the skill of the craftsman. And my many forgeries that will come in the upcoming years.
You two are still too young, but one day you'll know what I mean. But enough sidetracking. What matters is that we met you again in pursuit of the smuggling ring. That's all.
So, what's your real relationship to Mr. Faraday? You seem to know Kay fairly well.
You were lovers. I met him when he was a rookie prosecutor. Known him ever since. And Kay, I've known her since the day she was born. Faraday and I...
Bad X Faraday.
Please
Archive of
tell
our
me.
own. Enter. Let me see. Just typing it like that is only 2, but I didn't get the actual. Let's see. Where is it? Where's the actual shipping tag? Because I didn't type in the actual shipping tag. Stop shipping him with Stop shipping him with Gregory. I want to find out about Faraday.
Bad and Gregory?
So it seems. Let's see. Let's just search this and then maybe I'll find.
You guys are doing very important research here, so
We're doing very important research. Hold on. Relationships. Here we go. There we go. Search that. Okay, this one is only 32 works.
So there are 32 people who made fan fiction of Detective Bad and Defense Attorney Faraday.
Yes.
That's more than I
Correct.
expected. That's a lot more than I expected, actually. I'm not
You
gonna fucking lie.
underestimate the Ace Attorney fandom.
That was so much more than How much was it with Gregory?
Let me see.
Because I have no doubt it's gonna be at least twice as much.
Let me go back. Relationships. 37 actually, so not that many more.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. There's definitely gotta be some Gregory Manfred von Karma, you know.
Oh, I'm sure.
hate shifts.
Let's find out, shall we? Hold on. Where's the Gregory Edgeworth tag? And then relationships. Manfred von Karma of Gregory Edgeworth, 75 it looks like.
Okay. God, I wonder what the most popular Ace Attorney shipping tag is.
The world will never know, I suppose.
Faraday and I, we cracked quite a few cases together.
We seem to have made no progress at all in the Yatagarasu case.
Did we touch a nerve?
I only have one thing to say to you. No one knew more about the Yatagarasu than me and Faraday. That's why I was called upon to testify in today's trial. To prove that Rel was not the real Yatagarasu. Which I would have done if he hadn't turned around and accused Faraday. After that accusation, I was asked to testify, but this time to prove or disprove the accusation. But I guess I won't be doing that either.
I sense there's more to this statement than meets the eye. Perhaps a bit more digging into the Yatagarasu is necessary. You claim to know much about the Yatagarasu. Would you care to share what you know with me?
What you two should be looking for right now is proof of murder's intent towards Faraday and Rel.
I agree, which is exactly why I'm asking you about the Yatagarasu.
What?
The KG8 incident and the second KG8 incident. Both these cases are linked to the smuggling ring. And in both those cases, the witnesses who was about to testify the ring was murdered. However, there's one point which they differ. That's the presence or absence of the great thief Yatagarasu. Mr. Rel claimed to be the Yatagarasu, however, in the middle of the trial, he suddenly declared Mr. Faraday to be the real Yatagarasu. And during the recess, they were both killed. Don't you find that to be the least bit odd?
Miles Edgeworth, stop beating around the bush and just spit it out already.
I believe there must be some reason to that. The two men suspected of being the Yatagarasu were both killed at the same time.
Any reason, huh?
And so, in order to catch Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel's cold-blooded killer, I feel that I need to learn as much as I can about the Yatagarasu.
They'll help you solve this case. And I'll tell you the reason why we've never caught the Yatagarasu.
What was that sudden outburst for? You almost made me whip you by accident.
It still accidentally whipped me anyways.
There are three main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. Third, the Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind ever.
I see. Those are the Yatagarasu's special traits.
Sounds like an incredibly elusive thief.
The Yatagarasu, never been caught on tape, tries to draw anyone's attention, and would never do something as lowbrows commit murder. That's how I knew that Rel wasn't the real Yatagarasu right away.
But you can't use that sort of logic on its own to prove that he wasn't.
Listen, little girl, I'm not done talking yet.
Ugh.
What's different about this time is that evidence related to the smuggling ring sent to the police. And the sender was none other than Glenn, who infiltrated the Copedian embassy, the Yatagarasu.
The Yatagarasu sent the evidence.
Though now the Yatagarasu would always publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media, but not this time. The evidence this time is something only Faraday and I, and a select few others knew about.
In that case, how can you be so sure it was the Yatagarasu sent it?
That's easy. A special card that only the Yatagarasu uses was attached. That's how I can be so sure.
And just what sort of card is it?
Here, take a look at this article.
It's Phoenix, right?
Whenever the Yatagarasu wants to publicize something, a white card is sent along with the stolen information. When we questioned Rel about what was sent along with the white card, Rel had no idea what it was.
That's how the Detective Bad knew Mr. Rel was a phony. Thank you very much. I have much better understanding of the Yatagarasu now.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes. His Honor would like to transfer the evidence from today's trial over to you. If you would please head over to the courtroom, I'd very much appreciate it, sir. Understood, I'll be there shortly. Detective Bad, what does the law mean to you?
Finding the answer to that question is the only reason I'm still alive.
I became a prosecutor to find the answer to that question myself, and to play a part in ensuring that all criminals everywhere are found guilty, including the innocents.
Especially the innocent.
Until that man appears. It appears his honor is still a bit dispirited.
I will now use this as an excuse to let everyone off the hook always. Well, there's no reason for you to be all that depressed about it, Your Honor. As judge, no one expects you to think about anything other than the verdict.
President, there's no further need to depress his honor.
I'm not trying to, Miles.
Your Honor. Your Honor, I've come to collect the evidence that was to be transferred to me. Your Honor. The evidence. Your Honor. I'd like to collect the evidence now, sir.
Your Honor. Do you think you can stay focused long enough to at least do your job? Lock the fuck in, Your Honor.
She's busy with the investigation. Let's keep this brief, shall we? Understood, Your Honor. This is evidence that were used in the murder of those two men. It would be a very good chance for me to find new leads regarding the case. Maybe even something that will finally lead me to the truth. Yeah, I got it. I see, thank you very much. I will go confirm that they're all accounted for. So this is the evidence related to today's Copadian embassy job. Yeah.
You mean the evidence bag that was on the table in lobby number 2, right?
Yes, finally we can take a look at the new evidence itself and not just data about them. Let's be sure to thoroughly examine them while we have the time.
Agreed. I want to take a good look at all of the evidence from the embassy murder, too.
And why is that?
Because I still don't fully understand what today's trial was about.
Don't want you to crop at me because you don't know something.
And don't you try to order me around just because Papa chose you today.
Well, I'm in charge of the house today, so I get to choose to eat pizza, not chicken nuggets.
I see. Someone is so sore about not being picked by Mr. Von Karma.
It's also real to see the knife up close.
We have a knife, a gun, an envelope, and this organizer. What sort is in here? Oh, sorry. Oh, what, Your Honor?
I was I've read some back of this. My question was personal to you. You said it was over the research.
That the bat said that.
What a strange stroke of luck.
Well, never look a gift horse in the mouth. You might as well flip through it too. I won't rest till I've inspected every. Yeah. This gun was originally used to kill the Copadian embassy staff member. When the crime was reported, the responding police found Mr. Bell still holding it, which led to his immediate arrest.
And then this gun took the original shooter's life. How ironic.
Indeed. Doesn't seem to be anything else we can learn from this piece of evidence.
Yeah. I pressed wrong.
It's a knife used to kill Mr. Faraday.
Who would have thought that such a beautiful piece of art? could be used for such a cruel act?
And it never crossed your mind that you use your riding crop for the wrong purpose? Mr. Faraday's organizer appears he was in the habit of using it.
It looks like he wrote his strategy for getting Mr. Rell convicted down in here.
Collect the evidence I need to prove that Rell was the killer. Oh. It appears Mr. Faraday honestly believed Mr. Rell was the killer in this case. Now the saying gone off was recorded for clarity, and I also have evidence I can use to prove that Rell was not the real Yatagarasu. And also period proof that Mr. Rell was not the Yatagarasu. He apparently had a very definitive piece of evidence. Yes, I believe Mr. Faraday was well prepared. Discredit any claim Mr. Rell may have had about being the Yatagarasu.
And he had a way to prove that Mr. Rell was the guilty party in the embassy murder.
This organizer is a clue straight from Mr. Faraday. I'll have to take my time and give it a thorough read later.
Look, there's a picture stuck between these pages here.
It appears to be a key.
And a rather ornate one at that. Just look at the design on the handle.
The craftsmanship is superb. This be Yatagarasu's key Mr. Faraday mentioned in his organizer.
Yatagarasu's key?
I think I've batted something earlier. Yep.
That was so long ago, honestly.
So long ago, you might have forgotten.
Mr. Faraday must have been trying to keep this a secret. He's safe. As a prosecutor on both the Yatagarasu and the smuggling case, that's to be expected. That's odd.
What is it?
Mr. Faraday didn't mention anything about a knife in his organizer.
That certainly is odd.
The weapon was used to kill the Copidian nervous was the gun. But if that's the case, where did the knife that was used where Mr. Faraday come from?
Isn't it obvious? It was brought to the courthouse by Mr. Rell. That's the only logical conclusion, right?
No, because it's not easy to smuggle a weapon like that in here. Every person who enters the courthouse is checked thoroughly for contraband. Furthermore, the suspect is handcuffed, making it impossible for him to bring a knife as large as this inside.
In that case, how do you suppose this knife ended up inside the courthouse?
I need to think carefully here. There's nothing related to the knife found anywhere Mr. Faraday's organizer. However, it is a fact that this knife came from Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. First, there's one item listed in Mr. Faraday, and no one is claimed to have seen today. In order to solve this mystery, I believe I'll need to take another good look at the evidence.
Miles Edgeworth, can I take the fact that you have yet to answer me? To mean that you don't have an answer for me?
Actually, I do know the answer, Francisco.
What? Then what is it?
One of these pieces of evidence you've been holding onto has been hiding secrets of its own.
What? Was the knife in here?
I think I know what it is. I don't see how that answers my question at all.
Every piece of evidence has some secretive aspect about it.
Oh, then I demand to know what the secret to this one is.
Alright, maybe there's a secret to this one. Anything carefully here. Fuck!
Take your time to really look things over.
That's scary. Have I read the organizer? I did, yeah.
Yeah, feel free to read the organizer again. Right, attorney's pen.
That's exactly what I was thinking. There's no surveillance tape.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in what it is, so.
I don't think this is a knife pen.
Take that!
I was like, maybe it's in here. Okay.
It is mentioned in there.
It's the videotape. There's a videotape that's mentioned.
There's something else mentioned.
Key?
Take that!
This is the Karasu key Mr. Faraday mentions in his organizer. This is how the knife was brought into the courtroom.
You're not making any sense, Miles Edgeworth.
What if it's a knife pen? No one would know. Yeah, Chip. That's why I opened up the pen. But alas. How you doing today, bud?
You just need to look a bit closer, Francisco, to see what I mean.
You're so close.
The color and ornamentation on the key's handle will remind you of something.
They do remind me of the knife.
Good, how about y'all? We're doing pretty good here, bud.
Yeah.
Very good. Both the other goddess's keys in this photo and the murderous knife have a very unique design on their handles. Furthermore, even though Mr. Freddy mentions the other goddess's key, in order to be found at the crime scene was the knife.
You don't seriously mean to say?
It appears that you finally caught up. And yes, I do mean to say that these two pieces are in fact one and the same.
But that's impossible.
Even if that's what you believe, we should still investigate this possibility. Now let's examine the knife in a little bit more detail.
Oh, it's like a I see what it is.
This weapon used to be Mr. Faraday. The handle of the blade itself has both beautiful designs worked into them.
Look, there's even a flower-shaped design in this gold section here. If this hadn't been used as a tool for murder, I'd want it for myself.
She seems to be drawn to the embellishments. Too bad this isn't mine to give.
I can't believe it turned into a key. To think that there was such a trick to this thing.
So, the weapon used to kill Mr. Faraday is actually the key to the Athakarasu stone. This information is more critical than anything we've learned up until now.
Frankly, I'm shocked.
Mr. Faraday only mentioned the key aspect of this piece of evidence in his organizer. It's possible that even he had no idea the key was hiding a knife blade inside.
But if that's true, then only someone who knew about the key to the knife trick could have killed Mr. Faraday.
Even among law enforcement, this key was top secret. We're looking for someone who knew more. This key to Mr. Faraday. Meaning that the only person who could be opening one of the keys into the first place, the great thief Yatakarasu.
Then maybe Mr. Bell really was the Yatagarasu. And he was the one who killed Mr. Faraday. Isn't that one possible scenario?
No, not really, especially since Mr. Faraday was absolutely convinced Mr. Bell was not the Yatakarasu. Besides, as the bat said earlier.
Yeah. Stop with the flashbacks. Come on, I want to get to the good shit.
I see. Alright, then I guess the person who knows the trick behind this key is someone else, and that person is the real Yatakarasu.
Tina's key would truly be the key to solving this case.
Incredible.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Do a quick look through these documents before the trial started.
Well, I wasn't even afforded the opportunity to skim it.
Hey, odd-eye guy, how you doing today? I'm here today with my friend Katie. We're doing some voice work for the Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney investigation. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
I suppose I should explain it to you then.
Yes, you should. Perfectly in its entirety, if you please.
On the night of September 8th,
Hey, my birthday.
an embassy staff member was killed in front of the embassy. The staff member died of shock due to being shot in the heart.
I've never witnessed an Ace Attorney game, but I'm here to support. Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're making the voices. Yeah. It's me and Katie
Yeah.
making voices, yeah.
Yeah, no voice acting in Ace Attorney.
Double tally?
Just-
Yeah.
They have little, like, PPPs that, they actually have, like, 2 different tones. One for, like, usually when a guy's speaking, and one for usually when a girl's speaking.
Yeah, basically. Oh, there's an ad. This is Sunny Erasure. Yeah.
Ripperoni.
Sorry. Yeah.
The staff member died of shock due to being shot in the heart. Mackerel was brought in that night as a suspect and thoroughly questioned.
Excuse me. Let me get. Let me get some water real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, God, I gotta fucking drink. My lord.
Speaking of...
Whew. Is this an ad for COD? I'm so sorry, Sonny. Oh my God!
welcome back.
Everyone, do a stretch too, real quick.
Big stretch, very important. Has Sunny been playing Rune Factory?
Probably.
It was so hard. Such sacrifices I make to bring myself away from Rune Factory.
Honestly, I appreciate it. Not relevant. Aw, beans.
Aww.
All right, good. I stretched a lot. Got my back really good. All right.
Because the murder weapon was found on him, for which he was arrested on the spot.
A simpleton of a man, that's what he was.
So you gonna have a life this week? Nice.
I refuse to have a life. My crops will be level 9, level 10 if it exists.
Fair enough.
Perhaps he was, for the weapon wasn't the only incriminating evidence we had. Mr. Rell was caught in the act on film by a security camera.
It was an even bigger simpleton than I thought. I can't believe he didn't notice a security camera. There's signs and everything. That's why they're thin. So that all the criminals can see them.
The Capodian embassy's security system was supposedly very well designed. He may simply not have been aware that there was a camera in the area.
So, have you seen the contents of the video for yourself?
Yes, the surveillance video the camera took was played during the trial by Mr. Faraday.
Bro, bro dead.
You could clearly identify Mr. Rill on it. Even the sound of the gunshot was crystal clear.
Yeah, we're deep into the case. Everyone in this photo is dead now, actually.
A lot of people are dead now. Yeah, it's like it started with
people
one,
died.
and now it's like 3 or 4.
So the footage included the sound, huh? I don't think I'd ever want to see the moment of someone's death in real life.
Me neither. That's odd. We're short one piece of evidence. And that piece that's missing is a surveillance video that was played in court.
The surveillance video? How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go?
The video showed a moment in which Mr. Rell committed the murder. Where could it have gone indeed? Yes, I'm finished. However, Your Honor, I'm missing a single piece of evidence.
Your Honor, were you derelict in your duties?
What? No, I'm
This is like you trolling the whatchamacallit, the scam.
Yeah.
What? No, I'm definitely gonna do this. What are you doing it for?
No, Your Honor, your most important piece of evidence in today's trial. The surveillance...
I mean, that's what he's into. Oh no.
Oh dear.
The surveillance video is not amongst the evidence that you laid out for me.
But I brought Mr. Faraday's whole bag of food from the crime scene. Maybe the tape's still somewhere in the crime scene.
There's something wrong here. Something about the missing piece of evidence. It would appear that, for me to find the answers I seek, I'll have to pay another visit to the scene of the crime, defendant lobby number 2.
And where's your uniform?
Why aren't you in uniform?
Thank you, Sandleford. Let's get that going, yeah?
Hey!
Let's see. Desk model. Nope. Dress up. Take off the
Can you get the
badge.
maid? Can you get the attorney's badge on the maid outfit?
Probably can, huh? Why is Maid Whooper not working? This is very weird, actually. What? Why is Maid Whooper not working? What the hell's happening? Hold on, hold on. Now I gotta figure this out.
Whooper serves no man. Beta Whooper lives eternal.
Hold on. This is actually really weird. Like, I have a whole folder just for Whooper. What? The picture's gone? It's not in the folder? What the fuck?
Hello?
Hello?
Beta Whooper said no. Beta
Oh.
Whooper said Beta Whooper is like, I'm making a career change to attorney.
Hold on, give me a second. I know I have it. The question is just where is it? Cause like, hold on, no, I gotta find it now. No, I gotta find it now. Fuck that. Hold on. The good news is I usually have 2 copies. I usually have 2 copies of these things. So the first one is on my PC. The second one should just be in my on my laptop. So hydrate. Yeah, please hydrate. Please hydrate. Yeah. Thank you very much for the hydrate. I gotta find this out because I'm gonna forget in the future and I'm gonna like cry. This Maid Whooper is great. Hold on. Go here. Yeah, you should definitely do it too. Arts emotes. Oh, where's the Whooper from?
The Whooper file.
I have a Whooper file.
Do, do, do.
Do, 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 do.
Do, do, do. You also have a Whooper
There
file.
he is. I have. Nope, this Whooper file's out of date.
Ah!
No, it's somewhere. It's either in my messages. Like, I know. Alright, time to go through all my
Chip.
messages with Sandleford. Hold on, because now I gotta find it.
I believe in you.
Yeah, I will find it. I will find it. Hold on. There we go. 1 second. we got a party? Yeah, we got a whole party. Hold on. This is so weird. I don't know why it's missing. This is very weird. I have the cat ear one. That one I do. Yeah, we'll get it. Give me a second. I will find it. Because here's the thing. It's somewhere. That's for fucking sure. It's somewhere.
Is it in your recycle bin?
Good question. It shouldn't be. That's the weird thing. It definitely shouldn't
also
be.
should be where you put it.
No, you are 100% correctly. You're 100% correct. It should be.
That's weird.
Yeah, like that. This is why I'm kind of like, what in tarnation?
I'm telling you, Whooper is like, no, I must be attorney today. Edgeworth has enough frills for all of us. Look at them.
Oh wait, what if it's in another chat? Hold on. Now I'm gonna be stuck looking for this because I'm like, oh shit. He's like, give him the dress. I'm looking for the dress. I promise.
He's cold.
He's so cold.
He's so cold. You stripped him of his badge, and now you won't even give him the dress.
I'll give him back the. Hold on, I'll give him back the badge. Check my emails. Thank you. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Hold on. There we go. Open that. Oh yeah, my email. I should have like 90% of everything in the email too. Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting I have an emails. If you're cold, he's cold. Wear the dress. Exactly. There we go.
I should commission you, Sandleford, for. We have the attorney's, the defense attorney's badge. Should give him neck ruffles, like Edgeworth.
Little Edgeworth ruffles.
Little Edgeworth neck ruffles. Have him pin on his prosecutor's badge. I don't know.
I'll do it. He'll do it. He will do it.
I know. I'll like.
I listen. I would have like if Sandleford opens up his commissions, I have two immediately I want to go for the Whooper specifically. Resume. Where did I put my shit? Twitch folder. Whooper. Oh, it's a JPEG. No, I can't do the JPEG. Sorry, I need. If possible, could I have the PNG? The JPEG is not transparent. I'll save me. I'm like, wait, why is there a white background? Oh, it's beans.
Who's?
This is like. How did I miss this? Like, this is such a wild thing. Where did his file go? Like, here's the thing. I'm looking at everything else Beta Whooper related, right? On my on my folder because I have a whole folder just for him. I got the cat ears, I got the defense badge, I got the ink, the bud, the hats, which I've never really used. I have a few different ones. Actually, I think this is an outdated one. I gotta replace that one with the new one that Sleepy gave me for the cape. But I have the Monster Hunter scarf, the nail. I have everything, but somehow the maid dress went missing, and I'm so sad. The thing is, I have it on my Fugi. I do not have it in here, which is the really weird thing. From this mic, so let's go. Hey, can I download it from Fugi? Hold on. I can download from Fugi. What if Whooper is washing a maid outfit? He could be. I wonder, can I download?
Is this the riveting gameplay you come here for? I'm kidding. But wait, this is obviously of the highest importance.
Obviously, yeah, this is so fucking important. Okay, that is... Oh, you know what? Might be in my download section. Hold on.
Whoa.
Gargling it? Okay. Because let's see. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sort my downloads by...
Wish I had a Mike's Hard Lemonade right now.
I could use a I just realized I could change my color. Yeah, you can. You know what I would like? I would like a fucking cider. That'd be great, actually. Let's
Could
see.
go to the liquor store, but I don't want to.
Yeah, that's fair. I love a good cider. That's that. Okay, I don't have it in here. Sort, group by, yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. All right. Oh no! Alright, it's time to go, it's time to do it the hard way.
Oh dear.
It must be done though. Oh! Yeah, oh, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, is it? Let's go! Thank you. Saving the image now, and I'm gonna move it to the proper area with everything else. I was about to fucking go looking through everything for that. I was like, no, I need this back. Take that, depression. Yeah, I got it. It's coming on. Switch folder. Whooper.
Yes, to where to now.
There we go. Okay. So, yes, we're 2 now. Okay, so we're gonna go to studio mode. Click this button. Click that button. Click this button. We're gonna go all the way over here. We're gonna click this button. There we go. Okay, I will have to fix that later, but that's fine.
Ooh. Can the attorney's badge go on top of that or no?
Oh yeah, 100%. We can put literally everything else on top of that.
Let's go.
Perhaps
Yeah.
we can put, hell, we can even put like Spoopy Whooper underneath him, which is the wilder thing. But yeah,
Alright.
I have a, yeah, all right.
Keep the cat ears.
Keep the cat
Get
ears.
the other stuff out of there.
Even
We
the
gotta see his
badge.
badge. We gotta see it. No, keep the badge, but the badge is like covered up now.
Oh, the badge is still right there.
Little.
I want
Yeah.
the knife.
Now it looks perfect.
You want the knife? All right, hold on. There was a redemption for the knife as well, so let's get the knife in here. Boop. All right, cool. You got the pure nail chip. Oh Lord, I do appreciate how like otherwise Beta Whooper describes my future with my hair. Bald. Alright, back to this. Because, oh boy, did we get a little sidetracked there. Just a little.
A little. I think that was what? How long?
It was like a 10-minute thing.
10, 15, 20, something like that.
Thank you, Sandleford. Love you. You again, you motherfucker! You bitch ass motherfucker!
That's Detective Bad, but who's he with?
Love you too, homie. Hell yeah.
I've never seen that officer before.
So, did you find it?
What was his voice again?
Oh yeah, it was kind of like a wolf. Rawr. No, not yet, and I've looked everywhere.
I see. Well then, please continue with the search.
Understood, I'll continue the search. Huh. So you're the one running this show. Prosecutors like you shouldn't even be allowed at crime scenes. How dare you? Just who do you think you are?
Goodbye. I won't introduce myself so that you can be surprised about me later.
What was that about? Who was that man just now?
Whoever he was, I've never seen a more impudent officer in my life.
Does he even know we're standing right here behind him?
He has a mirror.
He does have a mirror!
I know you're standing right behind me. What do you want, kids?
It looks like you are paying attention after all.
Of course I was. I have eyes in the back of my head.
Ah, so that mirror isn't for vanity's sake. It's for him to keep an eye out on whoever or what is behind him at all times. So tell me, Detective Bad, who was that rude man just now?
The guy came here from the Republic of Zhangfa to study. He's Agent Lang.
You'll forget him in about 5 years.
I had Barbie spy glasses that did that, but was way more in style when I was 6. Hell yeah. Dude, I want Barbie glasses that do that for me.
Cool.
He's trying everything he can to revive the lost honor of his family. He's traveling the world to study different philosophies of entertainment from scratch.
By visiting various police departments around the world, he has a lot of dedication.
He's still just a rookie cop, but I sense a strong grudge in him. Some sort of ascendant. Words. Fuck me. Okay, hold on. Let me try again. He's still a rookie cop, but I sense a strong grudge of some sort from him.
Got it! I fucking did it, baby! Let's go! Hole in one!
First try.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
The guy is more useful than Gumshoe, even if he's rude.
Well, he certainly has a lot of guts to come to this country and give prosecutors a hard time.
I agree, however, I can think of one young lady that statement also applies to. Anyways, what was that agent looking for, Detective Bad?
Earlier, that little girl was poking around in lobby number 1 as well.
Like I said before, it's got nothing to do with the two of you.
I highly doubt that has nothing to do with me.
Everything has something to do with me, Miles Edgeworth, the most interesting man in the world.
Everything has something to do with me, even that man.
Don't you know, DL6 is relevant to everything in Ace Attorney.
DL6 comes up in every single one of the 6 Ace Attorney mainline games. And at least one of the investigation games.
Does it come up in this one?
I mean,
it's referenced.
it comes up in that it's Edgeworth's backstory. I don't think it comes up in a major way. It definitely comes up a lot in 2.
Gotcha.
Or it definitely is relevant to things going on in 2.
Gotcha.
Actually, no, I won't. I shan't say.
Okay.
I shan't say. I have another comment. But I shan't say.
Fine. If this is a game I must play, then I will take this opportunity to draw out what he's been hiding and what happened in this room straight from him.
Can I just check this VHS tape real quick?
Not just one tiny TV.
Detective Gumshoe was rather shocked at this and said it was huge compared to his own.
Huh. Anything you compare with something he owns will always seem grandiose.
Speaking of grandiose, I'd say that ego of yours could use a little deflating.
The fact that they're calling it tiny, given the
2004
time period this
standard
game came out, like originally.
Yeah, like 2004, 2005, right?
Something like that, yeah. I mean, it takes Ace Attorney always takes place in the future, but at the same time,
Fair enough.
like they still have like flip phones, so like.
I suppose it's impossible to interact through these windows thanks to the bars.
I suppose you're right.
Actually, that's not true. I bet a person of small stature could slip in. Professor, would you care to help me test my theory? Drab, let's remember to be more tactful around the vertically challenged.
Can we talk? Oh, there we go.
Earlier you were in lobby number 1 and now you're here in lobby number 2. You're quite the busy man, Detective Bad.
Multiple returns to a crime scene brings out success. That's what we detectives say.
I see, in that case, you wouldn't mind if I asked you about what happened again, correct?
I don't have anything left to say to you, boy.
Boy, you'll see. I will draw my answer from you one way or another.
Would it kill you to help us even a tiny bit in our investigation?
I gave Faraday's notebook to the judge earlier. That helped enough. That's helped enough, don't you think?
Ugh.
Please, we're asking you for a bit more of your cooperation.
Don't push me, kid.
I'd like to ask you once again about what happened here at the time of this crime. Here at the time of the crime.
I refuse to answer. Any more investigating you do would be a waste of time. Besides, how am I supposed to answer questions about things I don't know about?
Things you don't know about, but aren't you supposed to know everything?
He should. Wait, is it possible maybe he doesn't know about the trick behind the piece of evidence? Try showing it to him. Might prove to be the key to getting some answers from that bad.
The key. Da-dum.
Pop, 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 ba-da, pop, pop.
Bop.
Detective Bad, did you know that this existence of this item in this photograph?
Of course I did. It's my job to know everything related to the Yatagarasu case.
In that case, let me ask you something. Did you know that this knife that killed Mr. Faraday and this Yatagarasu key are one and the same?
What? That's impossible.
It looks like he didn't know after all.
This piece of evidence to recall the Yatagarasu's key is actually a well-camouflaged knife. Mr. Faraday was planning on using this Yatagarasu key to prove that Mr. Rao was not the real Yatagarasu. Isn't this correct?
I guess so.
However, Mr. Faraday had no idea it was in fact a knife.
Yeah, I'd have to admit, neither one of us knew that fact. And if neither of us knew, then no one in law enforcement knew either. How did we miss something as big as this?
I noticed that since a little while ago you appear to be searching for something. I presume it's this key what you're searching for.
Yeah, that's right.
And why were you searching for it?
Because I promised Faraday. Promised that I'd protect that key with my life. But after he was killed, the key disappeared from Faraday's evidence bag. Who would have thought the key is what took Faraday's life?
Detective Bad, so that we may find the truth, please testify for me once more.
Alright. But it doesn't matter how many times I tell you about what happened, nothing will change.
Detective Bad, I ask that you please testify once more.
Jesus Christ, get to the point!
About what happened in lobby number 2 while you were in lobby 1.
My answer's still the same. And this is the last time I'm gonna do this.
That's fine, but you only need one last time to clear everything up. To find the truth beyond this case.
Okay.
Here we go.
I was in lobby number 1 talking with you.
Talking with me?
Talking with you. We were talking about some trivial things. I heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to reconvene. Then we heard it. When we heard it, you and I immediately dashed out the hall together. Saw Gumshoe goofing around there, and then we all ran to lobby number 2.
It sounds like the exact same story he told us before.
Indeed, however, the field we've yet to draw out all the information we can.
So what's the here's what I'm curious about. What the fuck were they talking about?
I was hoping you could expand on what exactly we're discussing with Miss Yu.
No.
Trivial stuff, it's nothing important.
That's for me to decide. Alright, so let's go and decide moving on then.
Yeah, as jump scare you.
Oof.
Alright, let's press everything.
Why did Miss Yu choose lobby number 1? Answer me.
Who knows? She just said she had something she wanted to talk about.
Why does she sound like? Then I heard stuffed crust pizza and realized what was up.
We walked around lobby number 1 together, that's all.
So his answer remains the same as before, I see. Until you heard the gunshot, did you notice anything else outside of the ordinary?
I didn't hear any other strange sounds until that gunshot.
If the gunshot Detective Bad heard really was the one from the murder, that would give the other piece of evidence an extremely different meaning. I ask you please amend your testimony with that statement just now.
Sure.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Detective Bad, you honestly don't remember hearing anything else?
Yes.
Is it possible you were so involved in your conversation that you missed something?
I've been a detective for a long time. Even if I were involved in something, I've got quite the habit of keeping tabs on everything that goes on around me. There have been other strange sounds, you can be sure I would have heard it.
I suppose with this attack that's probably very likely.
So the gunshot.
So that amended piece of testimony is one we definitely gonna have to take a look at.
Mm-hmm. I think I know what I'd present, but
Another gun is Evans who just makes
Miles
Miles look like he's
packing.
packing. Miles is packing, baby.
yeah. It gets loosey-goosey on what they actually pick up versus what they actually, like, just take pictures of or whatever.
Yeah.
They play it loosey-goosey with the rules.
Oh, what is it? So there's one shot that was shot out of this.
Let me know if you want hints as to what I think is right. I could also look up before I give you a hint for the wrong thing, but where's the fun in that?
Didn't hear any. Oh! Oh! Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, you got it.
Detective Bad, does this balloon fragment remind you of anything?
It's the same color as the one Kay was holding.
Oh, so you knew about that girl's balloon.
Yeah, I was sitting with her in the gallery. During the recess just before we split up, I filled that balloon up for her.
Well, as you may have already surmised, this piece did indeed come from Kay's balloon.
So, what about the balloon?
I wonder if you might remember hearing this balloon pop at some point.
What are you getting at?
This fragment was found in the hallway right in front of the defendant in lobby number 2. Furthermore, it was the sound of this balloon popping that the judge mistook as a gunshot.
Oh. So the sound the judge heard was not actually a gunshot, huh?
On top of that, His Honor said he heard the balloon pop. About 20 minutes before the trial was to reconvene.
Yes, which means His Honor heard the balloon pop in the hallway when you were in lobby number 1, Detective Pad. And if you were in lobby number 1 at that time, you were close enough that you should have heard the balloon popping as well.
So?
What? Don't give me a so.
We just proved that there's a flaw in your testimony.
The crackling
of the truth is louder than the sound of your sweet naivete cracking. And since you kids don't seem to know, let me fill you in on something. You ever stop to think why the doors and walls of this place seem so rugged? It's because they were designed to keep secrets from being leaked.
What is that supposed to mean?
The doors and walls are super thick. The window panes are double layered. And to top it all off, even the curtains are made of special sound-absorbing material.
Then, you mean...
As I was shut up inside lobby number 1, there's no way I could have heard that sound.
No.
I knew that's what he was going to say.
That means that Scruffface's testimony is completely useless. If the rooms are soundproof, then of course you wouldn't hear any sign of a struggle.
That's also why it's only natural that I didn't hear the balloon popping. Now do you get it, kids?
Miles, I thought we were supposed to be the ones finding flaws in his logic. Not the other way around.
The other way around. It's not possible to hear the sound of the balloon popping if one were in lobby number 1. However, if we examine the situation in reverse, the person standing in the hallway should not be able to hear the real gunshot either. And yet, Detective Gumshoe claims to have heard it while he was standing in the hallway. Detective Bad, if that were the case, how exactly did you hear the gunshot?
What do you mean, how? I just did.
It would appear that you have yet to realize the contradiction in your own words.
Oh? How so?
If the rooms are as soundproof as you say they are, then how did the sound of the gunshot enter your ears?
I see what you mean. I guess I'm more out of it from Faraday's murder than I thought.
Which means what exactly, Miles? In the end, what does it all boil down to?
It boils down to this, there must be a reason. As for how Detective Bragg and Gumshoe heard a gunshot they theoretically couldn't have.
It looks like we need to examine the state of the crime scene again, huh?
The state of the crime scene? Wait, can it be?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Loud, noisy thing. It's the power of logic!
Power of logic in every other game, supernatural. This, you just do logic, baby.
Wait, no.
It's simply not possible for the killer to have escaped through the barred windows. And yet, the fragrance of perfume managed to escape from defendant lobby number 1. Of course, incorporeal things can move freely through open barred windows.
No shit!
Wow.
Damn it. I can't. What? The fucking thing's
Come
in
on,
there!
Alright, fine.
Now then, what else besides the smell can go through both in and out of barred window? The answer is sound. But no matter how careful the killer was, if the window was open, the jig would be up. As the windows open, both the defendant lobby number 1 and the hallway are open. That explains how the sound of a gunshot can be heard in both locations.
I mean, for what it's worth, I love this closed room.
Are you
so
fucking
fun.
kidding? Are you saying the fucking gunshot they heard was the motherfucking video? You fucking kidding me?
The missing piece of evidence is a video. That shows the moment in which Mr. Rowe killed the embassy staff member.
How do people not know this is what fucking...
Huh? How
This
do
is-
people not what?
How do people mistake the fucking sound for a real life gun and a video and a balloon? For the fucking Christ.
I mean, if you hear a recording of a gunshot versus an actual gunshot, and you're hearing it, not right next to you, but like through, it's traveling a distance, and you're not expecting a video of a gunshot, would you here's the thing, is at the best of times, witness testimony, very unreliable. Your own memory, extremely unreliable.
Yeah.
If you hear a loud bang, you're very much open to suggestion.
Fair enough, but fair enough. Sandleford says if you've never heard actual gunfire, to be fair, yeah, it's fair, but
I mean, we in the Americas do have that fun game. Is it fireworks or gunshots?
that's true. But fireworks makes more sense. But I've shot a gun a few times here and there. It's just.
And you don't think that if it was loud enough?
I don't think a TV could mimic it as loud enough. You can tell by the
But
echo.
again, where is it being fired from? Is it being fired from another room that's kind of soundproof, except for
You know what? That's
one.
fair. That's fair. But at the same time, I've only shot at ranges personally, but still, it's just one of them where I'm just the judge especially.
I mean, if the judge could mix up a balloon pop with a gunshot,
That's fucking
I mean,
bonkers.
to be fair, the judge did initially think it was a balloon, but then heard about the gunshot, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Witness testimony suggestion. If you heard a loud bang that you thought was a balloon popping, and then someone said a gun was fired, you would think that you heard a gun fired. And that's basically what happened, if I remember
Fair
correctly.
enough. Yeah. The power of suggestion. Fair enough.
Power of suggestion really, really strong. You have to be pretty sure about what you heard to not be like, you know what, it was probably that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I also have like a terrible memory, so whenever someone's like, no, it's actually this, I believe them. So I'm very open. Very easy to gaslight, I am.
Okay, Yana.
Thankfully, no one has. You can tell by the echo. Would it echo in a closed room? I don't know.
Either way.
The sound of the gunshot left quite an impression on me when I was played in the trial. The video should have been returned to Mr. Faraday's evidence bag for recess and brought back here. If it disappeared at that time, then it's possible the tape is still here in this room. Eureka! The evidence missing evidence created for me. It's a gunshot sound that no one should have been able to hear in the first place.
Miles, what have you been thinking about?
Oh, you meant between fireworks and guns? Valid.
Stop wasting time thinking and let's start looking again.
It's not always time to think, for I have figured out where we should look.
And where would that be?
I believe we should examine the television.
The TV. Well, you kids have fun. Go ahead and examine whatever you like.
Yeah.
It's a video player, and it seems to be a videotape inside.
It looks like it. The tape must have stopped on its own when it reached the end.
This tape could not be the missing surveillance tape.
I suppose, but...
The fifth bat would be alright if I verified the contents of the video.
Knock yourself out, kid.
Alright, then let's rewind this and see what we have.
If I remember correctly, the footage of Rel killing the embassy staff member should be about the 30-minute mark from the start of the tape.
Understood.
Guys, remember VHSs?
Yeah, so keep in mind, this is VHS era and they're calling this TV small because they're a bunch of rich kids.
This should be about right. Now let's see.
This is the footage of Mr. Rel shooting the embassy staff member.
I knew it. The missing piece of evidence, the surveillance video, is here all along.
What's the meaning of this?
It appears that David Beck has figured out the true source of the gunshot he heard. With this, I think we can figure out the trick behind this double murder.
Do you mean that you figured it all out then?
Yes, all I have to do now is show what the gunshot detective Bad and Gumptious heard was,
And then through where they heard it from.
Fine, in that case, show me what you've deduced. I can't figure it out myself for some reason. I guess I am only 13.
and through where they heard it from.
Oh my god, okay, fine.
Earlier when Detective Gumshoe touched this, it made the most terrible racket.
I mean, when Scruffy turned the television on, right?
She's 13? Yeah, she's like 13, right? Yeah, 13.
She's 13 in this one. Because we're in a flashback case.
Yeah, we're like 5 years in the past. She's like 18 or 19 in the present.
Mm-hmm. I think she's like 17 or 18 in AA2.
Hmm.
Actually, come to think of it, I don't think Detective Gumshoe actually touched the television at all. Furthermore, it seemed more like when the video feed suddenly stops, at least it did to me.
I wonder why that is. This game is wild.
Oh, I have to
Oh,
do
do you not know you always have a weird little girl following you around in these games?
Always. That is rule number
Always.
1.
Rule number 1, your investigative partner, a weird little girl. Somewhere between the ages of 6 and 18.
I mean, yeah,
Or 19.
Pearl was like, what, fucking 8?
Yeah. Pearl. Oh, Pearl.
You bring her to a murder scene, no big deal.
Bring her to a murder scene, no big deal.
She gets possessed by your aunt, no big deal. Multiple times. Yeah.
This game is so much wilder than you could ever possibly imagine.
How old is Trucy? She's like 13?
Trucy, I think, is like 15?
Okay.
If the door and the windows of the crime scene, namely this room we're in, were closed, the killer could have used the gun and no one would have been the wiser.
That's true. This courthouse does seem to be well designed for such a thing, as it were.
However, what happened in reality was, the gum shooters at the Bad and Miss You, all 3 of them heard the gunshot.
Well, the windows in lobby number 1, number 2, and the hallway were open. So naturally, the people in those locations could hear it.
Ah, but then why would the criminal open the window in the first place?
To allow the gunshot to be heard, I suppose.
Correct. That's the only logical conclusion we could draw from this.
But why was that necessary in the first place? I want a real answer, Miles. I demand satisfaction.
Very well, I believe that the killer wanted to manipulate perception of a certain fact.
The time of the killing, because here's the thing. If it took place earlier, you can see who came out and who left and yada yada yada.
The killer wanted to fabricate the time of the death to their precise wishes, and they used the gunshot in the surveillance video to do so.
So that's why the tape was left running.
You mean the gunshot I heard was from this video?
Yes, which means that the murders really occurred an earlier time than we thought. It must have been during the recess before that the gumshoe was on guard duty.
Which means you probably came in, snuck in, killed them, and snuck back out.
Someone who had no alibi for that time period and planned this crime out in advance. That person's the real killer.
Yay, health back.
Eh.
Mr. Redworth!
What is it?
Miss Yu is asking for you. She's in the courtroom. She says that she's identified the murderer, but that she wants to clarify something.
It looks like Ms. Yu is still investigating something.
Understood. Please tell her that I'll be right over.
I'll come to hear what she has to say.
It would appear that the time has come to uncover the truth.
Oh, hell yeah. Do you
Hell
think we
yeah.
can finish this in an hour?
I think so. Because I think this is the last part of the case.
Okay.
Let me pull up my memory walk. My
memory log,
my
yeah.
my mind palace.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like a 2-hour portion or what have you, you know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think it will take too long, but let me double check because again, it has been years since I've played this game.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Walk through, please. There we go. Do. Yeah, I don't think it will take too long.
All right, so here's
I
what we'll
think we can
do. Here's what we'll do, guys. Like a 5-minute break, so everyone can go use the restroom, get water, etc. We'll be back in a bit, all right?
Right.
See you guys in a bit.
Be back, guys.
And we're back. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
All right, so one more time because I'm gonna just do that because of anxiety.
Let's crush it.
September 10th. Oh, what year does this take place in, by the way?
I'd have to look it up.
Please look it up. I'm kind of
2000.
curious.
Okay. There's, 2012.
Okay, whoo! I didn't know how early this was gonna be. I didn't know.
The game was released earlier, or I don't know when the game was released, but the case takes place in 2012.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna be like, damn, if in game tomorrow's the day for Japanifornia.
I see. Ace Attorney Investigations initial release date 2009.
Okay, no, so yeah, it's a few years after.
Yeah, so the initial release date was 2009. This case in the past takes place in 2012 because remember, Ace Attorney always takes place in the future.
I got you. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, like the Great Ace Attorney took place in the future. Oh, we got certain defense aside. Okay.
Kay, what are you doing here?
Oh, hello, mister. I'm still investigating.
But the object you're looking for is already here.
Okay, don't mind him. Please continue with your investigation.
Okay, you got it.
That's bad. Haven't we already found what you're looking for?
If it means I can keep her in the dark just a little longer, any little task will do.
Oh, you're more sympathetic than I thought.
Symbolically.
Symbolically, I'll stand at the prosecutor's side.
That's a good one. I've been waiting for you, Edgeworth.
I've also been waiting for the moment in which we can finally lay this case to rest.
The moment in which we can finally lay this case to rest. Wasn't that when we placed Detective Gumshoe under arrest? I think we've more than solved this case already. Don't you?
We'll see. It all depends on whether or not your logic holds.
Excuse me, I had something in my throat. We'll see. It all depends on whether or not your logic holds. Oh, I see we even have a viewer in the gallery. And why even Mr. Bad is here. A viewer in the gallery? I'm hardly just a bystander.
I have a duty to see this case through to the end, no matter how it turns out.
Oh, is that right? Anyway, I thought you might like to hear what I've slaved away to find out. I've taken statements on every single person's movements during the time when our suspect was in the hallway. I also confirmed there's no possible route of escape from lobby number 2. Therefore, the killer must without a doubt be Detective Gumshoe.
And that's all you have.
Yeah, that's all there is to my conclusion. This is the case.
Sorry, but I beg to differ. In a trial, there's always time for a rebuttal, and we are standing in a court of law. It'd be more than appropriate to follow the rules of the court in this case, don't you think?
I'm absolutely like a rookie to think such a thing. Alright, I'll play along and give you a proper testimony.
If my logic's correct, then I've already won. All I have to do now is prove it by showing who the real killer is.
Everyone since the suspect has an alibi for when the gun went off. Furthermore, the areas around the crime scene have all been thoroughly investigated, right? I also confirmed there's no possible escape route from lobby number 2. This leaves us with one unshakable conclusion, that Detective Gumshoe is the killer. Now you have their testimony. I expect a good rebuttal, Edgeworth.
But of course, there's no need to confront her logic head on right now. I should instead focus on drawing out any trump cards she has up on her sleeve.
Fair enough.
The suspect, but I thought that the Gumshoe's alibi had already been proven.
Are you joking, Edgeworth?
My video is cutting out.
Oh, your video?
Yeah, hold on. Give it a sec. I'm gonna pop off. I'm gonna close Twitch in case that's draining my data.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
All right. Continue on.
Alright, cool.
I assure you this is no joke.
Look, I know you heard from the judge earlier. But the detective in the hallway with Mr. Faraday's daughter was eating a Swiss roll.
Yes, that is correct.
Let's see, that was 20 minutes before the real gunshot went off, right? The problem is, there's no one else who can corroborate what he did since the snacking.
A Swiss roll, yep.
I see she's done the research well, which means that I should focus on drawing out whatever trump card she's withholding.
Yeah, we got Swiss rolls galore, baby. Look at that courthouse special Swiss roll. Be neutral
Yummy,
like the
yummy.
Swiss.
I still can't believe that was an actual thing that they had.
They had some very silly things.
It's some absolutely wild things.
Whether or not they have thoroughly been investigated or not is for me to decide.
Sweet roll, yeah.
The scrunched eyebrows and lines on your forehead are back. Anyway, if you believe it hasn't been exhaustive, the crime scene, lobby number 2, and no way out other than the hallway Detective Gumshoe was standing in.
You is a fun design.
I love her design
She
so
is
much.
the exact opposite of Edgeworth, where Edgeworth is red with a hint of blue, and she's blue with a hint of red.
Yu's design is hilarious. Or, not hilarious. It's so good. Like, her little... Like, I love her freckles. I love... Just everything about her is very good. I love her.
Do you love the earrings?
I love the earrings.
And cause he claimed to be there, that makes him the only possible suspect.
She is serving, yes.
She's serving. I'm sorry I gave her an annoying voice, but I wanted her to have, like, the most distinctive laugh of all time.
So Fran Drescher came up.
So I tried to imitate Fran Drescher. I'm doing a terrible job.
It's
Thank
so
you.
good, though.
But isn't it also possible that someone escaped through a window and into the garden?
She has a pitchy voice, and it's right, Sandleford?
That's the first place everyone looks silly. The police aren't a bunch of lazy bums. They looked into every possibility, you know. Isn't that right, Mr. Bad?
Yeah. There wasn't a scrap of evidence to suggest someone used one of the windows. There also weren't any footprints or anything in the courtyard garden.
I suppose he really did check everything that could be relevant to the case. Are you absolutely positive there's no possible routes of escape?
Of course I'm sure.
And why are you so certain?
This is a courthouse, a place where criminals are brought to be judged. If there's an escape route, I'm sure every criminal would be using it to escape. It's just common sense.
Miles Edgeworth, I suggest you use a bit more of it in the future.
You may think it's unshakable, but to me, there are still too many unanswered questions. For example, who's the one who placed the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand?
But you're the only one still wondering that. Detective Gumshoe probably had no idea which hand Mr. Faraday used to write with. Even if you know someone, it doesn't mean you'll know which hand they write with, right? I mean, I certainly don't care about that sort of thing.
I know what every single one of my friends, what hand they write with, in case there is a murder mystery like this. Actually, it's only about 5 friends I know, but still, if one of those 5 friends gets stuck in a murder mystery, and I know they're a lefty or a righty, and they fuck it up, I'm going to know for sure.
Do you know mine?
Lefty.
Good.
So if Katie is ever involved in the murder case, and they have a picture of her with the gun or the knife in the right hand, I know it was faked.
Yeah, and it's great because they're more likely to stick it in the right hand because more people are right-handed. So
Exactly.
You'll know.
Exactly.
You'll know.
Exactly. Left-handed. Sandleford, you're left-handed.
Everyone should know that I'm left-handed because I always complain about The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
They made a switch when they went to motion controls about which hand Link holds the sword in to satisfy all the right-handed people, and I'll never let it go. I will be furious until time immemorial.
Yeah. And yeah, guess what, Sandleford? It's been 5+ times. Now I remember it. Okay, there's like, all right, maybe 3 people's hands. All right, that's about it. No. So 5 might have been a little bit of an overestimation. I think I know. So it's you, Sandleford. I'm pretty sure of another person, so that's about it. Chip? Okay, wait. Oh, Chip. You give gremlin energy off. I don't know if you give left-handed gremlin energy off. I think you're a righty, Chip. I think you're a righty, bud.
Are you a righty?
I'm a righty. Yeah, I'm a righty.
Okay, good. I got it.
I do a lot of like physical labor with either hand. Like I've used shovels in the left-handed way and the right-handed way, depending on what it is. But writing, it's only right. I'm screwed. A murder investigation. I'm ambidextrous. Oh no. Well, yeah. When it comes to writing, it's only my right. But when it comes to literally anything else, it could be either or.
Yeah, I mean, you do whatever feels comfortable.
Yeah. I do prefer my right.
I do that for like mini golf and things like that. Whatever one way is comfortable.
So you like putt right-handed?
I putt whatever way the angle feels good to me.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll switch the same game.
It involves finger paintings, you got me. Oh, okay, gotcha. So yeah, if there's a murder mystery that involves finger painting and they've got you finger painting with your right hand, then yes. We know that we'll be able to do that for Sunny. I got you.
I'm not about to let her get a rise out of me with such a flippant statement. Suppose we've really reached the end now. I already have my trump card ready. All that remains is to play it. Before I do, I think I should inquire a little into something about our argument. You said earlier that you confirmed the alibis of every person other than the suspect. However, I don't recall either Francisco or myself speaking with you about the subject.
But there are witnesses. For you, there is your mentor, who gave you an alibi.
I see.
As for little Missy, she came to the courthouse during the recess and was stopped by a security guard at the door to the hallway.
Where's your father, sweetheart?
She gave him quite a whipping for that, or so I heard.
I'm the daughter of Manfred von Karma, and I will not be forcibly stopped by a guard or a bailiff or anyone else.
Wait, so basically the only reason Francis could bother to show up today is because she found out that I was to be replacement prosecutor? By the way, Miss Yu, what about everyone's alibi before Detective Gumshoe was assigned on guard duty?
What about them?
Have you listened to what people were doing during that span of time?
What kind of idiot do you take me for? It doesn't matter when the killer went into the lobby number 2. From the time we heard the gunshot, to the time Mr. Bad and I arrived on the scene as we dashed from lobby number 1, the only person who could have committed the crime was Detective Gumshoe.
Yes, let's talk about when you and Detective Bad heard the gunshot, shall we? I suppose that if we go by your logic, then Detective Gumshoe is the only one. However, what if the crime had occurred at an entirely different time than when that gunshot you heard went off? What then? That gunshot was a trap meant to manipulate our...
Sadly, your explanation is very lacking, Edgeworth. The gunshot we heard in lobby number 1. Care to explain how that could have been fabricated? That tape.
Yes, it's exactly what you think it is. It is a surveillance tape of Mr. Rell, the prosecution presented in today's trial. This was found loaded into the video player in lobby number 2. Then, that was connected to the large television that had its volume turned up all the way.
You can't honestly mean that the sound we heard was the gunshot in the video.
But I do. Which is to the next point. The murders occurred much earlier than when anyone heard the gunshot.
That's the only thing I can think of too.
After committing double homicide, the killer took the surveillance video out from Mr. Faraday's evidence bag, turned the television volume all the way up, and left the video to play. If played from the beginning, it would take 30 minutes for the gunshot sound to come on, since we know what the method of time manipulation is possible. It opens up the possibility that the killer is someone other than Detective Gumshoe.
Sounds from a television doesn't amount to much here. But of course, Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth and Little Miss Von Karma already knew that much from the very beginning, right?
Of course we knew, didn't we, Miles?
Yes, of course we knew about the soundproof quality of this courtroom's rooms. Of course, not about the admit we had no idea until only a little while ago.
She doesn't even know that.
That's right. And if the rooms are soundproof, then we should not have been able to hear it. And yet we heard the gunshot clear as day.
And
That's it. End of story.
but it's not.
There's a hole in the wall.
There's a hole in the wall. The door was yeah.
There is actually one common point between lobby number 1 and 2. And it is that despite the fact that both rooms have air conditioners installed, a window was opened in each.
She's getting nervous. I wonder why. Even I don't do my makeup that much.
Now, we know that the window in lobby number 2 was opened by the killer. However, the window in lobby number 1 was also opened.
It's probably just coincidence that they were both open at the same time.
There's no mere coincidence, I assure you. Why was the window open in lobby number 1? The answer is that a certain person did something to cause that window to be opened. And by the person who triggered that action,
Oh my god!
the real killer in this double murder is...
Manfred von Karma. Wait, where is she? There she is.
Miss Callisto Yu, I hereby formally indict you on the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel.
What?
You indict me?
Hun, you missed a... You kind of... Just a little bit on the side there.
Are you serious, Miles? Why do you think that she is the killer?
I don't understand her motive just yet, but of course I'm serious. Because she's the only one who could have done it. Well, Miss Yu, you still feel like laughing now?
Of course I do, Edgeworth.
There you must not be tight enough yet.
Well, I never thought things would spiral into this. But I'll have you know I'm enjoying this dance quite a bit. I guess this means it's time for my own rebuttal now, right? I'll argue that the window was opened, however. Do you have any proof that I was the one who did it? Furthermore, do you have any proof that the tape was used in committing the crime? Frankly, I'm shocked at you for going around accusing people of murder like this. Especially with logic as full of holes as yours.
This is where it really starts. I mustn't let my guard down even for a second or the truth will blow away. Now's the time to put the patented Von Karma perfect proof to the test. Evidence. All I need to do is have some prints analyzed and we'll know straight away.
Be my guess.
It's just as though she had the room to maneuver, which means even if we were able to lift prints, they'd only show that it was someone else. But why that someone else was forced to open the window? That's simple logic. Why don't I pretend evidence?
Yeah.
What's wrong? The scrunched eyebrows, the lines on your forehead, they're all back. More importantly, are you gonna be okay not running a fingerprint analysis?
I'll be fine.
Oh, well in that case I'll just continue with my testimony, alright?
I want to present here real quick.
I'm pretty sure you've seen this before, haven't you, Miss Yu?
Edgeworth, I never knew you were into wearing that kind of perfume. It's not exactly what I'd recommend for boys, you know?
What? No, this isn't mine.
That's right, it's mine, and I received it from Detective Dad,
Miss Yu, you can pretend all you like, but we know at least this much for sure. That you're the one who gave this bottle of perfume to Detective Bad.
And that you're super easy to rile up. So, what about the perfume?
While you were in lobby number 1, you made a big show of spilling some of this perfume. That's according to Detective Bad.
Oh, I know.
You also knew if you spilled it, he would naturally move to open the window.
Come now, I've already told you that's just a big coincidence. After we opened the window in lobby number 1, I just left it open, you know? Maybe it was just dumb luck that we heard the gunshot through the window.
The timing of when you were going to spill the perfume is something you could control. And the most important fact about this case is when people were made to hear the shot. Furthermore, it would be pointless if you didn't have an alibi for yourself at the time.
You mean...
Miss Yu, you were the one who called Detective Bad into lobby number 1. When you saw him bring Detective Gumshoe into the hallway, is that correct? All of today's premeditated events could have only been thought up by you, Miss Yu.
Ah!
Girl, you missed, you know.
You accuse me of murder on the fact that I spilled a little perfume. Well, allow me to say this much. I couldn't have killed Mr. Faraday.
Would you care to testify as to why?
Look, I've had a lot of fun today, really. I grow wary of this game of cat and mouse. Let's make this the last testimony and wrap up this absurd case once and for all.
The last testament.
Accusing someone of murder over a spilled bottle of perfume is a bit over the top. I suppose forgery of evidence is to be expected of a disciple on karma.
Got him! Oh, fucking burn. Sorry, that was a little loud. I just realized how loud it was.
In any case, it simply could not have been me who killed Mr. Faraday. After all, I don't even know where the knife that was used to kill him came from.
Miles, her testimony is flawless.
Yes, but no matter what sort of trick she may try to pull, she won't escape me. And if I'm lacking in information, I'll just draw it out of her.
That means we gotta present till we find something.
I think I've already explained the significance of that earlier.
It only confirmed that I did spill some perfume. Well, that's all. Now you would accuse me of murder based on a simple spill. Don't you dare complain when I sue you for defamation of character.
Do as you like, but as for me, I believe.
You believe.
I believe that you are the true culprit in this case.
My, you're enthusiastic. Of course I should have guessed.
I formally request you desist in your attack against my mentor.
Yes, or we'll sue you for defamation.
So many lawsuits going out today.
All I'm doing is telling the truth. Well, maybe more like spreading gossip. Although, your denials are, shall we say, just adding fuel to the fire.
How dare you?
Say such a thing.
Calm down, little girl. Don't let her get to you.
Ugh.
Aw, why did you have to ruin my fun? Well, shall I continue?
And why exactly did you not have killed him?
I was just about to testify that. You're such an impatient man. I'm not really into that, you know, Edgeworth.
I'm not really into women anyways.
I had to.
Your preference have no bearing on what is at hand.
Feeling a little uncomfortable, are we?
Not yet, he doesn't have a husband.
My brother is gay. Ms. you will desist in this tomfoolery and return to your testimony. And Miles, if you're going to lose your cool, then I won't show you any mercy. I'll bully you about this later.
Sorry, Miss Yu. Please continue with your testimony.
Sure.
It's the funniest thing. If either of them were alone, Yu's probably could have gotten away with it just by riling them up. But the fact that Miles and Francisca are together, kind of checking each other, keeps them on track.
Siblings.
Siblings. The fact that the engagement rings are from Capcom themselves, exactly.
I love
yeah.
the Ace Attorney engagement ring.
For those who don't know, there's little engagement rings that have a Miles and a Phoenix design that Capcom has released.
as I was saying, I couldn't have possibly killed Mr. Faraday.
At this rate, she'll inevitably escape. But,
Them being gay for each other is literally the only thing I know about Ace Attorney. Yeah, basically, that's all you need to know.
if she really is the one who killed Mr. Faraday, then she must
Play
have
Ace
known.
Attorney. Play the original trilogy. It's good, I promise you.
Or, you could watch me and Katie go through it on YouTube. Anyways. Anyways,
Then she must have known about the existence of the knife.
I'll watch you all. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Miss Yu. Maybe you weren't aware. However, the knife that was used to kill Mr. Faraday was taken from his evidence bag.
Miles, what do you think you're doing?
I'm drawing the truth out of her. That's what I'm doing.
I don't recall a knife being presented at the trial earlier today.
Well, I suppose it's because the evidence was something Mr. Faraday had yet to use.
So that's what you're trying to do. Look, why don't you cut it out with the lies? I've already figured you out. There's no knife inside Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. The only evidence he had yet to present was the key the Yatagarasu had sent.
A hydrate, thank you very much.
Unless a key can magically turn into a knife, you really don't have a leg to stand on.
Well, let me tell you something.
Did you really think you could trap me? Come on now, be honest.
Never intended to do such a thing. It was all a misunderstanding on my part. In any case, I wonder if you might append what you said in your testimony.
Sure. Why not? I'll even say it as many times as you like.
Your voices are probably getting hoarse. That's a lot of talking and then laughing. My voice does get a little hoarse, yes.
Mine gets hoarse doing like ones like you, maybe.
Yeah.
But that's also partly why I started joining bot on these things. Is I think I got. Did I get you the Ace Attorney, or did you?
You got me the first one, yes.
I got you the trilogy, and you started playing it, and it was wrecking your voice. So I'm like, let me come on and I'll voice all the girls.
Basically, I
that
had vocal cord damage during that time, so I couldn't speak properly. And you'll hear it in the fucking VODs too. But
Doing voices like Detective Bats,
or even Detective Gumshoes,
and of course Manfred von Karma.
On Karma would destroy your voice every time you did it.
yeah, he still does destroy my fucking voice. But doing voices like Nick or even like
Larry Butts, dude. Like, that's an easy voice for me.
or Dracula, because this is also another very easy voice for me. It's whenever you get to the gravelly voices that just kind of bother me.
So that's why I'm here with my bad voice acting, is to try and take some of the load off.
We have two bad voice actors. This is great.
Miss Yu, I would like to just confirm something with you one more time.
Ow. And what's going to happen to Detective Gumshoe after this?
I don't need to ask you about that,
Yowie hands? Yeah, Yowie hands.
because he isn't the
I
killer.
mean, the person who designed Edgeworth originally, the artist, apparently. Anyway.
She was a Yowie manga artist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Edgeworth is originally supposed to be like an old mentor type figure, and then she drew him, and Shu Takumi is like, I have to rewrite everything. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Looks like the number of wrinkles on your forehead has increased yet again.
That issue aside, Miss Yu, I'd like to ask you about what was inside the bag. Are you sure it was the other Garasu's key, correct?
Yes, I'm sure. Which is why I'm completely baffled as to where that knife's gonna come from.
I think I've spotted the road to a perfect victory. Finally, it would appear that you have revealed your true identity, Miss Yu.
Miles, her final statement.
Yes, I know. All I have to do now is present the evidence. But what is this ominous feeling that I can't shake?
Oh, she's gonna have some shit that we're gonna have to like. Yeah, okay. God, yeah, his hands are fucking massive. I keep forgetting just how massive they are.
Mm-hmm.
Monsieur, I wonder if you take a look at this photo for me. This is a picture of the key that Yatakarasu sent to the police. However, while it may look like a key at first glance, it in fact has a secret ability to transform into a knife. Which means that what was inside Mr. Faraday's bag was both the Yatakarasu's key and the murderous knife. You knew about this key that's inside Mr. Faraday's bag, did you not?
Yes.
Well, with the Yatakarasu's key alone, it's more than possible to kill Mr. Faraday.
Ugh.
Do you understand now? Just knowing if this is the Yatakarasu's key.
God, I gotta fix it. I accidentally got a little smudge. I still haven't had a good look at it. Showing it to me from that far away, you can be lying for all I know.
You would even now still feign ignorance.
I'm not feigning anything. We can't have you accusing me of a crime with false evidence, now can we? I mean, Mr. Von Karma. I've heard some very interesting rumors about him.
In a bit.
Ugh, are you mocking my papa?
Don't you dare sully the good name of my mentor. Now take a good look. This piece of evidence is more than real.
Wow, I knew there was such a trick to this thing.
Are you satisfied now? But of course you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? You knew the knife and the Yatagarasu key were one and the same. Otherwise, someone like you, who isn't a member of law enforcement, who would never have been privy to this trick, would have never known about it to begin with. Furthermore, there's something that the Yatagarasu sent from the police. How did you have knowledge of what it was?
Actually, I heard it from Mr. Faraday. Just before he dragged Mr. Rell off, he told me. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. He also told me about the key turning into a knife at that time. He didn't tell me about how the key actually transforms.
And that's the trap because Mr. Faraday didn't know it was a knife.
What you're saying is simply not possible.
Oh, and why not?
Because Mr. Faraday himself didn't know about the hidden knife within the key. From within these passages, he mentions nothing about a knife.
I'm not sure he would have written everything in his organizer, you know. Wouldn't something of this importance be better left to oral communication?
Unfortunately, that is also impossible, because Detective Bad didn't know about the knife aspect either. What would have likely been highly classified information even from the police force, and it's something that even the lead detective on the case didn't know. Why would Mr. Faraday have felt the need to share such information with the opposition?
Yeah, I guess he wouldn't have much of a reason to. Looks like I gave him a pretty lame excuse, huh?
How can you laugh at a time like this?
She probably just realized the flaw in her logic and is actually in panic over it. But that's not something we need to concern ourselves with.
I suppose you're right. Monsieur, I'd like to say that I also know how you know the real nature of this knife.
Do you now? Well, why don't you put your money where your mouth is and show me?
Oh, I will. I'll wipe that smile off your face by the time we're through. Oh, the truth. The secret behind the Yatagarasu key. Only one person could have knowledge.
She's the Yatagarasu? Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, I did not expect that one, to be honest. I did not expect that. Yeah.
What a twist.
There is only one person who would have known about the dual nature of the key.
And that is?
And that is the person who sent the other Ganasu's key to the police. That is to say, the Yatagaratsu herself.
Are you saying that this lawyer is the great thief Yatagarasu?
Miss Yu, you used Mr. Rel to lure Mr. Faraday into a trap, didn't you? You, who profess to bear a grudge against criminals, why? Why do something like this?
When's she gonna start crying?
Would have thought that you, a stupid rookie prosecutor, would see through me. You're sending the biggest chill down my spine right now, Edgeworth. That's feeling a thrill. It's even greater than when I sneak into someplace.
You killed Faraday. Why? Answer me, Callisto, you.
Callisto you, huh? That's not my real name. Because my real identity is, yes, the great thief Yatagarasu. Let me tell you something, Edworth. Mr. Faraday was one difficult man to deal with. For you see, he had discovered my true identity. Which is why I had to erase him from the world of law. I made Rail an offer, acquittal for a little favor in return. All I had to do was accuse Mr. Faraday of being the Yatagarasu in court. Once we entered the recess, Rail was dragged off by Mr. Faraday, which threw my plan into a complete mess. I chased after them and eavesdropped on them through a crack in the door. That Rail caves to only two things, money and authority, just as all thugs do. I feared my plan was going to be ruined if Mr. Faraday held on to Rail any longer. Plus, if I let them continue the way they were, I would have been found out. That's why I had no choice. I had to kill them both.
But didn't you say that you despised criminals?
But do I really?
Have you forgotten about the KG8 incident too?
Maybe.
What sort of woman would?
So then, was your plan to kill Mr. Faraday with the very evidence that you sent?
Well, I had a good idea of what Mr. Faraday was going to do. I anticipated that Mr. Faraday was going to prove that Rail wasn't the Yatagarasu by using this Yatagarasu key as evidence, and then he would bring it with him. Which is why I thought to use the knife portion. With a weapon as well disguised as this, no one would be the wiser. Who in their right mind would think something like this could be a weapon? I casually entered lobby number 2 on the pretext that I had to talk with Mr. Faraday. And in order to get with him, I pretended to be worried about something. He let me hold the Yatagarasu key just like that. Never noticed that I had changed the key into a knife inside that plastic bag. And he didn't have the chance to take note of the knife that took his life.
How could you kill him?
I knew him for a long time, you know? At the very least, I thought I could give him a quick and painless death.
But if you killed Mr. Faraday first, there was plenty for Mr. Rel as well.
I believe I mentioned why when you were placing Detective Gumshoe under arrest. something about having accidentally created an eyewitness. And how that led the killer to think about setting them up as though they killed each other.
The trick of the surveillance tape.
Yes, I haven't actually planned to use a gun. The risk was too high that I'd be caught. However, that's when I remembered the existence of that surveillance tape. Which is why I had Rel help me set up the crime scene. After all was said and done, I rewarded him for all his hard work with a bullet.
You're a defense attorney, aren't you? How could you? How could you betray a client?
Client. You want to talk about who was a client of whose first? It was me. I was a client in the murder of the Cahopian Embassy staff member, Dead Man.
You ordered a hit job.
You still haven't figured it out, Mr. Bad? I had Dead Man killed because he was about to give away info about the smuggling ring. Now who exactly do you think would benefit from such an assassination?
It can't be. You're...
That's right. I'm a member of the smuggling ring.
She's everything, apparently. Holy shit.
I'm the most interesting woman in the world.
What?
How could this?
You don't mean you're working with Manny coaching too, do you?
Maybe, maybe not. Guess you'll never know.
Yatagarasu claims to be noble, but you're just another cold-blooded murderer.
That's right, little girl. Yatagarasu is just another killer.
Be quiet, you.
Yatagarasu, you can run from the law, but you'll never escape it. So just humbly accept the judgment of this court.
Hey, Edgeworth. Did you know the Yatagarasu has 3 legs? Do you know why that is? No, well let me tell you. It means that the Yatagarasu has more than one razor sharp way to do her work.
Oh shit, she's got a gun!
You really are too naive, Edgeworth. He even handed the Yatagarasu's key right to me without a second thought. Everything may not have gone according to plan, but I'll still gladly take it.
Welcome back. Yeah, a gun!
You mean the key was your real target?
And even after I gave you such great advice, didn't I tell you to always keep a good eye on a criminal? Or you may regret what comes from your negligence.
You two, get down.
My body, I can't move.
Hey, mister, to your right!
You.
There she goes, in all her glory.
Oh, you are right, Francisca.
I'm perfectly fine, Miles.
Girl, you can say you're a little traumatized, it's fine.
Her voice is
I'm sure
shaking.
that will be my last encounter with almost getting shot. I'm positive of it.
But it looks like she's unharmed. Where did Kay go? That's a gunshot.
Oh, Bad's gonna be dead. Bad's gonna be dead. Oh, he's alive.
Sorry, but looks like she got away. I called the precinct. They should have a perimeter set up soon.
Detective Bat, are you alright? I heard a gunshot.
I'm okay. Just got Another hole in my jacket.
Where is it? I'm so curious. Oh, there's that one on his left side right now.
Maybe. I'm not sure. Is that new or is that always there? I'm not actually sure.
It feels new.
Maybe?
You may say he's fine, but he looks quite shaken.
More importantly, boy, I mean, Mr. Edgeworth, Miss Von Karma, are you two hurt?
I'm absolutely fine.
I'm also...
Oh, I'm also alright, thanks to Kay.
Speaking of Kay, where is she?
She's dead.
I don't know, she just sort of disappeared.
I'll go look for her. Oh, and hey, Detective Gumshoe.
Yes, sir! Detective Matt, sir!
I'm sorry I doubted you.
Don't worry, sir. It's not your fault. I lied to you guys too, after all.
I heard about what happened from Kay. Lying while giving testimony is still unforgivable. But in this case, you were protecting Kay and her feelings. Just might have what it takes to be a real detective. Now, don't ever lose the detective spirits, okay?
You got it, Pops!
Huh. Watched one too many detective dramas recently, have we?
Way to single-handedly destroy the cheery atmosphere of one snarky comment.
I should get back to the investigation. I swear I'll catch you if it's the last thing I do.
Catch me?
Be careful, Detective Bat, and take care.
Thanks. Well, I'm off. Maybe we'll run into each other again someday. Like the next chapter.
Thanks a bunch, pal. You're the best. You really did find out the truth behind everything.
Yes. Well, I'm glad we solved everything before you were taken to prison.
He looks so sad.
So sad.
I can't believe how much trouble I caused with my testimony, Dr. Gumshoe.
It's no problem, really. I mean, I lied too, so it didn't help anything. Not really your fault, Your Honor.
Well, even if we didn't have his Honor's testimony, I think that lawyer would have found another way to get you convicted on her behalf.
Yeah, I can't believe I was about to get fired during my first week as a detective.
As long as you're not fired, you should work hard, give all you have, and perform your duties well. Oh, and one more thing.
Do not give him a pay cut.
Kay left a present for you with me.
She did? Oh, what is it? Fuck.
It's okay. It's not hard.
I'm pretty sure it's this, right?
Gotta be, right? Or wait, yeah.
It's the courthouse special Swiss roll. Can I really have it?
Yes, it's a present meant for you after all.
Thanks a bunch. You have no idea how happy this makes me, pal. I'm gonna eat this right now.
Sure, go ahead. The Swiss roll Detective Gumshoe and Kay bought together. While the one Kay saved never reached her father, it would appear that her sentiments have touched the heart of this detective.
He's so happy, it's as though he's having a welcome back celebration of his own.
Well, I was asked by Kay to give it to him.
Oh, whoa, that was good, pal. I can't believe I got to eat 2 of these delicious things in one day. It's like I'm on a Swiss roll paradise or something. I gotta thank Kay myself. Hey, wait, where is she?
You only just noticed now. This is mine not present when we discussed her earlier. Detective Bad left to go search for her. Maybe you should join him.
Yeah, you betcha, pal. I'm gonna go help him. Oh, but first, you know what, pal? Actually, you guys shouldn't be so rude to you anymore, huh? I'm gonna stick right by your side from now on, Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
That's nothing but the most troublesome relationship from this ominous statement.
We should go home too, Miles. We have to hurry and report what has happened to Papa.
Agreed. Well, I'm afraid we must be going now, Detective.
Roger, sir. And don't you worry, I'll investigate the next case we're on real well.
I'll, be counting on you. The scent of trouble is definitely in the air. Thus, like a bad dream, my first outing at his court came to a disturbing end. A few months later, I was finally able to properly stand in court as a prosecutor.
That also went not so great.
Yeah.
But the detective in charge of that investigation, as I dreaded, Detective Gumshoe, I thought he became my direct subordinate. I have tried, but words fail to describe the immeasurable suffering he has caused me. But I suppose it's just how things are. As for the little girl who suddenly disappeared, she's now also a pain in my ass.
So, do you remember now?
Yes, I remember everything. Kay, it's been a while.
Gay, you sure grew up a lot.
Of course! But thank goodness, I thought you two had totally forgotten about me.
You know, I was really worried about you after all that. Where the hell have you been all this time?
He never said hell in there, but I just kind of...
Gummy, I didn't know you cared. After my father died, I went on to live with my mother's relatives. They lived really far away, so I wasn't able to come back here all that much.
Oh, is that what happened? Well, I'm glad you're all right.
So, does it all make sense now?
No, because you are the Yatagarasu now. That means you've been hanging out with Miss Yu?
You betcha it does.
Oh, you know what? I was going through my father's bookshelves recently, and...
Actually, there's still... there's still a number of things that don't make sense, Kay.
Huh?
First of all, why did you come all this way to see me? And second, why are you calling yourself the Yatagarasu? The Yatagarasu is Callisto Yu, the woman who killed your father.
No, you're wrong. The real Yatagarasu was my father.
What? Ugh! What bullshit is this?
It's the fairy of Yatagarasu.
Like I said, I was going through my father's bookshelf recently, and I found a secret diary hidden among his books. I have no regrets in choosing to walk the path of the Yatagarasu. That was written in his diary, and that's how I know for sure.
Yeah, but that's impossible.
What's with that look? You don't believe me?
It wasn't just the expression on my face. I clearly said that was impossible just now.
Alright then, how do you explain this?
It's a way of disarming any security system of the user's choosing.
Yep, that's Little Thief. Truth be told, this is the Yatagarasu's secret device, our greatest secret. And this little gizmo was used by my father.
Wow, Mr. Faraday wasn't just a great prosecutor, he was really a great thief, huh?
Yeah, my father worked really hard to steal the truth. But he was killed. And the Yatagarasu was no more. But despite that, the Yatagarasu has been spotted again recently.
Someone other than you.
Here, Mr. Edgeworth. Take a look at this article.
Oh, God.
The Yatagarasu sent the embassy a calling card.
Yeah, meaning this person's a fake. I'm almost certain that Castillo Yu lady is behind this. Because the real Yatagarasu would never send something like a gaudy card out.
But the Yatagarasu did send a white card along with anything to be publicized. The Detective Bat told me 7 years ago, if memory serves.
Well, as soon as I heard the news, I got all wound up, and I knew I couldn't just let it go. So I searched you out, so that I could obtain the truth behind the Yatagarasu. Because if anyone can help me find it, I figured it's you, Mr. Edgeworth.
So you're saying that I have your father's and Miss Yu's identities backwards?
Yes, because the real Yatagarasu is noble to the end. I want to revive the real, noble Yatagarasu. If I don't, my father will never be able to rest in peace.
Okay.
Yeah, you're so honorable. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I'll always be here to cheer you on, pal.
Even if you're honorable, a thief is a thief. And if you're plotting to commit a crime, then I'm afraid I can't be complicit.
Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, you guys are really not making it easy for me. Who am I supposed to support now?
Mr. Edgeworth, what I want from you is not to steal something. What I want is the arrest of that evil woman.
That evil woman? I mean Callista Yu.
I think it's too hard for me to catch her all by myself. But I thought that since you were able to expose her for who she is, then maybe. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, won't you help me?
Come to think of it, I do believe I owe you.
Huh? Owe me for what?
When Miss Yu made her escape, it was you who saved my life. Furthermore, you helped me with the investigation today. Must have rude to leave favors unrepaid.
Then you mean...
Yes. That case has been weighing down my soul ever since that fateful day. Perhaps the time has come to settle things once and for all. You don't intend to soil your hands in a crime, and I believe I can help you.
Mr. Edgeworth, thank you!
Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Isn't that great, Kay?
Yeah, it sure is gummy.
Even though he had completely forgotten about her just now. Oh, was it this chummy relationship? The great thief Yatagarasu. After all that time, the true identity of the thief sank back into the darkness. Burn Faraday, Callista Yu, and Kay Faraday. The What the fuck is that word?
Phantasmagorically.
The phantasmagorically changing identity of the great thief Yatagarasu. And the Yatagarasu's real goal. It would all come to light the day after I made that promise to Kay.
Oh, Jesus!
Yeah!
Oh, the game's over, guys. It says the end.
The whole game. The entire game. Now we get on to the actual longest case, aside from maybe the 2-case spanning end. To be fair, the 2-case spanning end of the Great Ace Attorney is longer, technically, because it's broken up.
Yeah.
But this is the other longest. Turnabout Ablaze goes on for a really long time.
Oh,
from
Lord.
what I remember.
Oh, Lord. All right. How many episodes are there? So there's 5 episodes in this first game. In the second game, there are another 5. 6, it looks like.
Yeah. For Investigations, which is a spin-off, if you don't know.
I think each of the main games has, what, 4 or 5 cases?
They have 4 cases. Some of them have a 5th bonus case.
Yeah.
But it's usually 4 to 5 cases. Actually 3 might have just straight up 5, but
yeah. So like per game, there's like between 12 to 15 cases. Some of them you represent an orca in the DLC. Yeah, exactly.
We haven't gotten to the orca yet. That's in 5. We have to get through investigations first.
You get a kiss from the orca too.
You do get a kiss from the orca as a thanks for saving an orca from murder charges. He kisses you.
It's great. All right.
It's great.
So it is 10:10, which means I gotta go Betty Bye soon. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a good one. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, all that cool stuff. And we do have a charity event that's gonna be happening in early July, so keep an eye out for that. YouTube, stay safe, Botanist Cool, and we'll see you soon. Bye, YouTube.
Bye.